Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Syafifa Andina binti Asrul, and today I will be presenting on a very important topic in Islamic finance, which is the contract of gratuitous, focusing specifically on wakaf. To kick things off, let's understand what wakaf actually is. It is a voluntary Islamic charitable endowment where donated assets are permanently preserved. This means the asset itself cannot be sold or transferred, while the benefit and revenue generated from it are distributed back to society to support areas like education, healthcare, and community development. However, we face a major irony today. Despite its massive potential, a vast amount of wakaf land in Malaysia remains severely underdeveloped. This highlights our critical need for proper development strategies so we can generate sustainable socio-economic benefit for the Muslim community. Now, let's take a look at the modus operandi. Essentially, the life cycle of how wakaf land goes from a donation to a functional project. This happens across 4 key steps. Step 1 is the pre-development phase, where the process begins with the wakif donating the land or property. Before any brick is laid, rigorous feasibility studies, market analysis, and legal risk assessment must be conducted to ensure the project is viable. Step 2 brings us into the actual development phase. During this stage, management works hard to secure formal planning approvals and lock down the necessary financing arrangement before implementing the physical development project on the ground. Moving forward, Step 3 covers the post-development phase. Once the property is successfully built, it is managed and maintained to generate sustainable income, usually through commercial rental or business activities. This earned income is then carefully distributed to the intended beneficiaries. Finally, Step 4 establishes governance and coordination. The State Islamic Religious Council, or SIRC, acts as the official trustee. Strong coordination among all stakeholders is absolutely vital here to ensure complete transparency and strict Sharia compliance throughout the asset's lifespan. Now, let's look at the structure and flow of wakaf model attached on the slide. First, it starts with the founder, who contributes the wakaf property, such as land or a building. This property is then used for income generation like collecting rent. Next, this income flow directly to the wakaf manager or mutawali, who oversees the entire operation under the supervision of regulatory body. Finally, the mutawali distributes the fund of 2 main purposes, covering the necessary operational costs and ultimately delivering the remaining benefits to the intended beneficiaries. Now that we understand how the process should work, let's dive into the core challenges preventing this. Starting with issue 1, the underutilization of wakaf land. What does this happen? The primary causes included a several lack of development funding, weak strategic planning, traditional management practices that don't match modern real estate, and limited commercial development initiatives. The impact are highly detrimental. Valuable prime land is left completely idle. This creates a massive loss of a potential income and significantly reduces the social and economic benefit that should be flowing back to our society. Our third critical challenge is financial constraints. Real estate development requires high upfront costs. Right now, there is a heavy, unsustainable dependence on limited government grant and cash wakaf collection, making it very difficult to attract large-scale private investors. Because the cash flow isn't there, critical development projects are routinely delayed or completely cancelled, leaving a vast majority of valuable wakaf assets entirely underdeveloped. Our third critical challenge is financial constraints. Real estate development requires high upfront costs. Right now, there is a heavy, unsustainable dependence on limited government grant and cash wakaf collection, making it very difficult to attract large-scale private investors. Because the cash flow isn't there, critical development projects are routinely delayed or completely cancelled, leaving a vast majority of valuable wakaf assets entirely underdeveloped. In conclusion, while wakaf land is undoubtedly a higher valuable socio-economic asset, its true potential is currently restricted by underutilization, legal bottlenecks, and financial limits. To overcome these issues and ensure more effective development, we must collectively strengthen our governance, improve coordination among stakeholders, harmonize existing state policies, and crucially, introduce innovation financing mechanisms that can support sustainable wakaf development for generations to come.